Neos for game. You have to clip it, kid, when we get there.
When you get
Boom,
there?
we got it. We freaking got it.
Okay.
Oh my god. That's why we play cautiously. That should be it.
Rainbow Neos. Rainbow
There
Neos.
we
Why
go.
you want me to click this?
Platinum tier 1 because of Rainbow Neos. Best card. What's going on, you guys? So I'm here with a new video today, and today, you guys, your boy did it. We hit Platinum 1, 4th season already of Master Duel. It's crazy to think that this game has been out now for 4 seasons, but we did it. It was a hell of a grind. A lot of streaming was put into this in order to get, to Plat 1 as fast as we did. I think this is honestly the fastest we were able to do it. Remember the first season we actually weren't able to do it, just didn't play it enough, and then season 2 we did it with pure MEKK-KNIGHTs. Last season we were kind of a douche and we just played friggin' Numeron because it was the easiest way to get to Platinum 1, and then now we went back to our roots. We played the deck that we're known for, and we did it with MEKK-KNIGHT Invoked. You guys already know. If you're new here, consider subscribing, hit the notification bell, that way you guys will be notified whenever I upload. Be sure to come follow me on Twitch. I stream a couple days a week, no set schedule yet, but turn those notifications on and you will know when I go live. But we'll get into it, you guys. We did it with MEKK-KNIGHT Invoked, and the best part about this, you guys, it is still free to play. Like, I have literally invested absolutely nothing into this game. I think there's no reason to. You don't need to invest in, all these crazy cards, paid gems. You guys see 0. If you just focus on a deck you want to play, like I've said before, you can be successful and just craft the staples that you need, buy, 10 packs at a time, and just dismantle all the stuff you don't need and you'll be good to go. But I'll show you guys what we did this time. Shout out to Rainbow Neos, literally the best card in the deck. And shout out to my boy Calvin the Kid, because he was with me throughout all my crazy streams and then was there when we actually did hit Platinum 1. So this is the list, you guys. This list went through a lot of different iterations. I started with 40 cards. I tried 41 cards. I tried 42 cards. I tried 45 cards. I tried a 13 card extra deck. I tried an 11 card extra deck because of the ridiculous DD Dynamite OTK that's been going around. I thought 13 cards would be enough. Then I found out that they play a card that reduces you to 7,000, and then they are still able to burn you for over 7,000 in one turn, and it's just like ridiculous. And after getting really frustrated, to be honest, playing against that deck, I just said screw it. If we play against it, we'll take the L to it, or maybe they just won't draw the combo. I'll be honest, the majority of the time they draw the combo. Same thing with the Ignite deck. Like, you need to be able to actually stop the Assault from resolving, and if you do that, usually you can win. But we'll get into the list. So we have to play, of course, the vanillas. So the thing that sucks about these vanillas, unlike if Phoenix Enforcer existed, is that these two vanillas in Elemental Hero Neos and Rainbow Dragon literally do nothing. They do absolutely nothing. They are literally just there. The only saving grace for these cards is that they are actually light. So that does work with MEKK-KNIGHT. And in the crazy situations that do come up, you can actually invocation if you happen to draw both vanillas. No matter what ratios I use, no matter how many cards I played in this deck, I kept drawing at least one of these vanillas. Sometimes I'd open both of them and an invocation and it would actually resolve, and it was crazy. But you do it because Neos is literally the best card in this deck. It's not even close. That card wins so many games, and you can just OTK your opponent so quickly just by opening Alistair and a MEKK-KNIGHT or a weighted 2 monsters. So it's pretty crazy. To the hand traps, in the final list we decided to go with triple effect Veiler. I decided to craft the 3rd Veiler. I originally had 2 in there. I was trying out the Celine access code combo. It never did come up, but Veiler was insane. Tri-Brigade's very strong, being able to hit just their normal summon monster and then being able to Veiler them and they pass. Hopefully they don't have Revolt. A lot of times they do, but just being able to Veiler anything is fine. It's also a light for MEKK-KNIGHT. Of course, triple Max C. You have to play Max C in pretty much every deck you play, unless you're playing the degenerate burn decks where there's just a brick in your deck, but this card literally can just save you. I'll be honest though, this card barely resolved. Every time I activated it, it got called by the grave, or it got Crosse Ave Designator, or it got ashed. This card maybe resolved maybe 1 in 10 games, and it just goes to show, now that we're in the 4th season, that most players playing have the cards they need and they know what they need to do in order to counter Max C. So in this format, just prepare for Max C and just account for it and you'll be fine. Triple Ash standard also comes up for Purgatrio. Then we've got, of course, namesake at 3 Alistair the Invoker. Since we can't really effectively play the dogmatic invoked build with only 1 Nadir Servant, MEKK-KNIGHT Invoke was really just the best route to go. So I just went with my standard ratios, of course, triple that. And then I played 2 copies of blue, 1 copy of yellow, 1 copy of indigo, and the triple purple for the MEKK-KNIGHTs. I also played 2 Gamma Seals. So the Gamma Seals were simple just to break a board, especially against Drytron. Drytron's a very hard matchup if we don't open a good amount of hand traps, and also if they stop our hand traps, being able to just Gamma Seal over the Herald so that we can attempt to play is important. It just helps us, you know, as well as set a column. This MEKK-KNIGHT ratio is pretty much the same ratio I've been playing for years. Could have gone for a 3rd blue, but didn't feel it was necessary, and then just 1 yellow for the back row. I tried playing red, I tried playing orange, I even tried playing Sangin, just found no success with them after a while, so I just cut them. And then, of course, I already mentioned the other vanillas. On to the spells. I do have the Harpy's Feather Duster along with triple Lightning Storm. We're not messing around with these back row decks. Like, I just want to blow them out, and also this can hit the front row, so it's super versatile. 2 copies of Mind Control. I know we could play 3. I just never crafted a 3rd. In hindsight, I might have in the future. It is hard to target a lot of monsters, but being able to just have Alistair plus this, if you don't see a MEKK-KNIGHT, is still OTK. It's still pretty crazy, so that's why we played that. Of course, the Terraforming to get Meltdowns instead of 2 copies of Invocation. We're playing Pot of Prosperity instead of Desire, so we never need the 3rd copy. And then the All-Star triple copies of Neos Fusion, literally to hard summon Neos or just send off Verde. This card is crazy. It also has protection for Neo, so this card was easily one of the best cards in the deck. Triple Lightning Storm, like I mentioned, for back row, front row. Triple Prosperity just to get to our pieces. If we can't OTK our opponent, at least being able to see MEKK-KNIGHT plus Alistair gets us there. The 2 Meltdown, and then lastly we end with the 3 copies of Impermanence. As you guys can see, we do play a lot of hand traps. I feel like this deck needs it. You can also normal summon these hand traps, and Valor and Ash can work with Hulk if it does come up. You just need these cards though, especially going second. Imperm can be really valuable, so that's what we played. So the final list was 43 cards, not the ideal number, but it's what got us there, and that's what worked out. And then lastly, our extra deck is very standard, just the 1 Purgatrio. You can just OTK your opponent. We got the 1 copy of Agates. When it comes up, it doesn't come up that much. Mainly you're just making Makaba and sometimes Purgatrio. I thought about having Raijin. I did lose 1 game to the barrier wind statue. I just didn't draw anything that could get over it. Unfortunately, like poor Alistair can't even get over it because it only has 1,000 attack, but I figured I only saw that card once, and I did put Raijin in the next couple games, never faced it again, and I took it out just to make a more versatile extra deck. And then this card is literally the heart and soul of the deck. Elemental Hero Rainbow Neos. This card is absolutely ridiculous. If you guys don't know, you literally make it off Neos Fusion, and it's 4,500, which is already huge. It also plays around Despia. I played Despia like the second to last game before getting to Platinum, and this card literally just plays around a lot of their effects because it's bigger than level 8, so it's actually crazy. And it has an effect, so it has 3 effects. You just have to pick which one you want to use. So you can send a monster you control to the graveyard, shuffle all monsters your opponent controls into the deck, send a spell or trap, shuffle all spells and traps your opponent sends, or one of my favorite effects, send 1 card from the top of your deck, shuffle your opponent's graveyard back into their deck. All these effects were crazy. We were always using the 1 to clear the board, or yeah, a lot of times I was using the graveyard effect depending on the deck, but this card was just literally the MVP of the whole deck. Anytime you see Alistair plus a MEKK-KNIGHT, you just turn it into basically into Verde, you make Makaba, then you summon this 45 and 25 plus the 1,000 boost from Alistair directly is game. So this was absolutely crazy. Also, the versatility of being able to use Neos' first effect to get Verde off the field in case your OTK gets stopped, so this card just doesn't get smacked around. So it was very, very versatile. Easily the best card of the deck and the reason to play the deck. Definitely craft this. This is only a super rare. These are ultra rare, which is kind of ridiculous that the vanillas are ultra rares and the fusion, but I actually dismantled the Numeron deck in order to do this, and I definitely don't regret it. It was definitely a lot more fun playing this deck than Numeron because it was less autopilot, just a lot more strategy. And then, of course, we have the Secure Gardener and the All Mirage. That's just for Alistair. I still played the Magistus Link just to have the option, you know, for extra Alistairs in the game. Being able to turn it into, being able to make Purgatrio or Makaba is really important. Then I did play the Hulk Celine package. It just never came up, but I wanted to have it since I had the tuners in the deck. I had Nightmare Phoenix just to pop back row. Verde, this card's at 1 for a reason. This card's probably getting banned eventually in the TCG and then probably in Master Duel too. This card is just ridiculous. Just 2 monsters and you literally just get there. You got the Unicorn for spinning. The BLS Link, which was one of the last cards I crafted. It actually did come up in a match and actually did win me that match. I boosted it to 4,500. My opponent couldn't get around it, so the card was great. Celine, like I mentioned, and then we climb into Access Code Talker, which I think I summoned a total of 1 once or twice. Kind of crazy, but that's a list, you guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. In the comments below, let me know what you are playing in order to get to Platinum 1 in Master Duel. I highly suggest you try this deck out, especially if you're a fan of MEKK-KNIGHT Invoked. I know we've done it with pure MEKK-KNIGHT. Now we can say we've done it with MEKK-KNIGHT Invoked, and honestly, it feels great to play a deck that we've played in real life, we'll continue to play in real life, and a deck that we can even have fun with on Master Duel. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Let me know your thoughts on the deck in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.